This is PINO Pod Overtime Series, an off-the-record podcast dedicated to filtering through often filtered conversations in the creative field. Decompress and kwentuhan lang. Hi everyone! Today we are joined by our art director and web developer, Gabo and Mila. Hi!
Hi.
Hi! Please introduce yourselves. Okay, Gabo first.
Okay, hi, I'm Gabo, web developer of PINO. A little bit of background. I actually finished multimedia arts in Benilde, and so medyo weird siya kasi nag-web developer track ako. But it also makes sense kasi yung thesis project namin was we are required to make a website in our like na nag-scope sa medium na may art pa rin, may art side. So more of ang ginawa ko is designing a website. Then
Yeah, you can choose like which you want to execute your thesis.
yeah.
diba?
So well, no. Required pa rin kami gumawa ng website. Like lahat ng thesis namin is website related pa rin. But kailangan may medium na isa pa. So I partnered with an illustrator. So yung thesis namin was centered into a webcomic. So more on informational website siya, but inside the website meron siyang comic side.
Yeah.
So more on the illustration side.
And Mila, hi.
Hello.
Hi,
I'm
girly.
Hello.
Relax. Chill out. Deep breaths.
Wow. Okay. So I'm
It's gonna
currently
be us. Relax.
I'm currently art director for PINO Studio. A little bit about me is that I'm a college dropout. I studied
Yes.
architecture, but especially hindi ko yung passion kasi. So
Mm.
I've always wanted to do fashion. So na-manifest ko naman. Somehow I ended up working for a celebrity stylist, and then built my network from there. Tapos naging art director ako.
Fun. And I'm Shane. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about transitioning, meaning transitioning from a freelance to a full-time worker.
Ayun ba yun? Akala ko transitioning from man to woman. Parang mali ata yung napuntahan kong interview or podcast.
Mali pala. Sa Pride Month pa yun, be.
Sa Pride pa ba yun? Sabi kasi transitioning daw. I'm like, okay, sure.
So can you guys talk about what did you used to do when freelancing? How did you get your rackets, and how long did you do it for?
Technically, it was hard when I started because I worked for a celebrity stylist, right? And then I built my network from working with him. So, I worked for him for at least a year, I think. And then yung mga connections ko nun is what I used when I started to freelance. So, parang some people would ask me sa mga jobs like, hey, could you style this for like an editorial, ganan. And then, parang word of mouth talaga. It's like word of mouth. Kasi, if you do good with what you do, if you do good in a project, and then you'll get referred to another.
That's right.
But parang good feedbacks talaga.
Yeah.
Good feedbacks.
Yeah. So for me naman, actually since college pa ako nag-freelance ng website. So nakuha ko yung first ever project ko was with a fashion retail brand ng shoes. So heels. Then nakuha ko yung network because my girlfriend, habang nag-shoot siya, then parang tinanong na rin ng owner, marunong may kilala ka bang who knows how to make a website. So parang dun ako nag-start with web development. Actually hindi naman talaga yun yung balak kong maging full-time job or maging career, since after college my dad offered me to like handle the business or handle yung modular cabinets business namin. So for I think about a year nag-handle ako ng may sideline ako ng freelancing with websites. Then medyo part-time yung pagdating sa modular cabinets kasi parang nag-handle lang ako ng mga tao, etc., mga ganyan. So siguro yung network ko na rin nakuha ko na from that work also, and especially since yun nga parang sabi nga ni Mila, by word of mouth din talaga na na-connect ako with other people, especially with fashion industry. Talagang nag-uusap talaga sila inside. And yeah, so yan, parang dun ko na na-start yung freelancing. Ano ko talaga.
Yeah. Okay, I dabbled into freelancing also after graduating. Pero parang hindi ako masyado, I didn't like it as much kasi for me, the pay was so slow. Girl, like yung iba, parang 6 months. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a different industry pag photography. Kasi before, parang most of the rockets from magazines. So, saan tagal nila magbayad. I never enjoyed my freelance life. So, for you guys, what do you enjoy most about it before transitioning to a full-time?
Sige. From freelancing kasi, I'm sure mas with web development mismo, specifically, yung timeline mo can be extended to a long period of time kasi ikaw may control ng time mo with web development. And with freelancing also, parang you can set your own timeline with the client, and yung client then in a way parang directly mo siyang contact. So parang what she wants or what he wants or what the client wants, madaling ma-refer agad or madaling ma-transition kasi one-on-one lang kayo with the whole like project.
Yeah. Like pag work talaga, like 9 to 5 job, daming layers of communication.
Yeah, daming process din.
Yes. What about you, Mila?
For me, I would say the same. Yeah, the luxury of time kasi nga yung mga schedule, napipili ko yung mga projects that I wanna work on. And the scheduling. Tapos, may control din ako dun sa output.
Yeah.
I have more
Focus more on the
freedom.
projects na you want to really shine on. Oh, that's nice.
I have more freedom on the output.
Yeah.
Creative
Yeah.
freedom.
And I guess with freelancing din talaga parang mas hindi ka contained in like company, di ba? Parang sarili mo yan eh. That's my style, that's
Totoo.
how I do my thing, that's how I do my projects, parang ganun. So yeah.
So with that, what are like the most hassle moments naman in freelancing? Because with positive you can be like, I have my own time, I don't have to follow anyone's direction, ganyan, kasi I do my own shit. So on the opposite naman, so what is the hassle part for you doing freelance?
For me, is yung collecting payables. Sorry na.
Parang
Medyo ang
freelance
hirap.
problem talaga.
Sobrang, I think, talamak talaga siya sa community ng mga freelancers.
And
And also, I
like,
don't get it. Kasi, alam mo yon, di ba? Parang, laging magkakaroon ng reason kung bakit delayed yung payment,
yeah.
delayed yung signatories,
Yeah.
so hindi ma-release yung budget.
What about for you?
Same
Gabo?
din. I mean, yun
Bayad
feel ko
din.
universal na nga siya na yung payables parang actually lalo na yung mga clients na nagugulat na ay ganito pala kamahal yung service mo, and ganun pala ang dami palang costing ko with everything with freelancing.
Yeah.
Nagugulat sila tapos parang malamang hindi naman yan simple lang eh.
So how do you guys fight for your fee?
Me, I
Before?
usually manage expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you
Before.
say to them?
The fee is gonna be this and that, and then pag may additional, syempre, may
Addendum.
addendum for those kind of like extra services, you know.
On our next episode, addendum.
So,
What about you,
Yeah,
Gabo?
same lang din with web development. More on nilalatag ko na talaga in a proposal yung mga kailangan nilang bayaran. Then binibigyan ko sila ng option for the cheaper option or for the more expensive option. But so yung ang nag-a-affect lang talaga dun is yung timeline. Kasi if you're going to use a tool na mas mabilis nga gamitin, mas efficient, mas mabilis talaga, but at what cost? Mas mahal siya. Then with the other option, mas matagal yung timeline niya. So usually ganun lang nagda-double yung pricing with the costing with web development. Yeah.
Have you guys ever turned down clients na parang wala, hindi talaga pwede tong budget na to? I know Mila has an experience with that.
Always. Not always.
Wow.
Not
Never
always.
happened.
Not really always. But like, whenever I try to set expectations, kasi minsan, may mga concepts talaga that would require bigger budgets. You know, may workaround, but it's, for me, sometimes yung workaround usually looks a little cheap. Not
Chupsuy na.
cheap, like, but like, alam mo yun, parang walang budget. It looks like it didn't have a lot of budget. You know?
So, you don't take those projects?
I try not to kasi medyo nakaka-stress siya on my part.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done it in the past where I tried to compromise. Pero ang ending, sobrang nakakapagod.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun?
What about you, Gabo?
Meron din. Meron din naman ako mga tinurn down talaga. But usually kasi nagkakaroon na lang ng negotiation part. Na tipong parang, like meron ako isang client dati na gusto niya parang nasa 20 pages. Pero yung budget niya is for like 10 pages lang. 10 pages ng website.
Website.
Yeah. So parang sabi ko, ganito yung magiging price of 20 pages. Tapos pero hindi niya kaya.
Yeah.
So parang sinabi na lang niya na, oh, can we like, ako na gawin mo na lang yung template, then ako na gagawa ng ibang pages. So yung workload ko ng 20 pages na-cut into 10 pages nga. Then parang siya na yung gumawa ng 10 page, yung other half. So may compensation naman na naganap, and win-win for me then kasi nga nabawasan yung workload and parang yung price fairly for that project din talaga.
How do you determine, like let's say, yung rates nyo? Paano nyo inaakma dun sa project? How do you price your own creativity and like every project?
For me, it depends on the requirements. Kasi sa industry, may baseline for like different types of projects, different rates for different projects, and then kung madaming requirements, syempre tataasan ko yung budget. If doable naman siya, and then I can negotiate the budget.
For pricing, meron kasi akong naalalang sinabi sa akin ng isang artist dati na dapat yung pricing mo always nagre-relate siya sa timeline din. So for example, if it's a month worth of work, dapat isipin mo yung price mo, mako-cover ka ba in a month na nung one project na yun. So parang yun yung naging ano sa akin, nag-stick na sa akin yung parang policy na yun in a way na, or kung paano ko mag-price. Kailangan one project na magla-last for 2 months, kailangan 2 months worth of work in a way, parang ganon.
Yeah.
So yun yung nagiging base ko talaga with projects.
Yeah, and that's different than with the both of you. Kasi Mila, more on like manual labor. Kasi
Yeah,
you
mas
do
service
styling.
related
Yeah.
kasi, mas
And then
service
with you,
related yung-
more on like sa computer talaga, designing or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, meron bang projects na you regret turning down before?
More on like projects that I regret taking. Char.
Actually, same.
More like projects that I regret
Regret
taking. Kasi for me, when I turned down a project, syempre, I turned it down for the reasons na alam kong ikaka-stress ko lang talaga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all.
For you, Gabo.
Same with Mila, regret taking. Kasi, well, meron kasing isang project na dalawang website siya simultaneous sa isang client. Then parang yung project manager and yung head of the project biglang nag-MIA. So parang hindi naman dapat ako yung client facing. Then napunta sa point na ako na yung naging client facing, tapos dalawang website yun in a span of like 1 month. So sobrang na-stress ako nung 1 month na yun kasi walang nag-project manage, wala akong ibang kinakausap, but ako na lahat gumawa, parang ganun. And yung parang agreement pa namin ng team na yun, ng small team na yun, na parang sige, kami na bahala with, parang sabi nila na they're gonna take care of the client facing. But in the end, napunta sa akin lahat. Then yung price pa is like
The betrayal.
not enough for na dalawang website for na naging client facing din ako. So yun din.
And with that, how did you think naman na parang, okay, so ako na lang mag full-time ngayon? Like, what was the moment you thought na parang, okay, I'm gonna start applying for a regular job. Can't take this anymore. Could be positive. Parang it could be like,
Yeah.
I'm done with this. Time for me to try different stuff.
I guess sa akin, more on naging naubusan na ng clients na nakukuha with freelancing. So it's parang, yun nga, nagka-freelancing part ako na hindi pa ako nagpo-full-time. Then, wala na talagang client and kailangan natin ng pera.
True.
Ganun. Then, I guess, kaya din ako pumasok ng full-time is to learn more things and to have like a community, magka-team, and like to meet new people din talaga.
Yeah.
And it's been positive naman.
Gabo has been with us for ilang months na?
7 months.
7
This
months?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wala pang 1 year si Gabo. Pero he likes it here daw. What about you, Mila?
For me, I guess what made me transition into doing a full-time work.
Being a girl.
From being a girl, for me,
Ibang transition.
ibang transition pala. Is that I personally wanted growth. Parang feeling ko, hindi na ako nag-grow as a freelancer.
That's a nice topic also.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't mean na parang you're freelancing. You're always growing kasi you take on different projects. But yeah. So
parang I felt like I needed a routine. Kasi as a freelancer, parang I felt like I had too much time on my hands. Especially yung projects ko, minsan once a week.
yeah.
And
It lasts a
then-
day lang kasi
Yeah.
styling.
And a whole day. I mean, syempre, with the logistics of styling, syempre, I have to source ganito, ganyan.
Yeah.
Parang it felt a bit more monotonous in a way na na-burn out ako. Ish. Sa ginagawa ko.
Tsaka benefits.
No, what?
Benefits.
Benefits.
Oh, the benefits.
Oh.
Yeah. Speaking of which, na-hospital ako last time.
Not the
na-hospital
gastroenteritis.
ako. Not the gastroenteritis, but like,
Okay.
na-hospital din ako before I started working here.
Yeah.
Lahat ng gastos shinolder ko kasi
Yeah.
nga I didn't have like PhilHealth, I didn't have. So ayan, guys, get your insurance. Charot.
Thank you, PINO, for your health card. So, what are the similarities naman of freelancing and like doing a 9 to 5?
Similarities?
Mm.
I guess I still work in the creative industry. So that's what's similar. I still get to have
Design.
Yeah, I still get to create.
Yeah.
Still get to create.
Because Mila also do storyboards, ganyan, set designer, all over si girly. Minsan stylist, makeup artist,
Minsan magician.
minsan mamasang. How do you feel about it now na you work with the same people? Parang before kasi iba-iba yung pag different projects, different clients also. And different team. So ngayon, with like 9 to 5, how do you feel about working with the same people?
For me, working with the same people requires me to be less. Well,
Let's what?
less stressed, I guess. Kasi like with working with different people, diba? It's like, for me, I always have to prove that I can do this. So at least like when I'm working with the same people, we talk about the feasibility of like, can we make this work? Can we make something like this work?
Yeah.
Right?
And we already know your strengths and
Yeah,
weaknesses.
the strengths and the weaknesses. Whereas to facing different like team every time, parang yung trust, parang kakapain mo pa eh. Like, will they be able to do this the way I
Rebuilding
envision?
trust again.
Chemistry din with
Yeah.
like the other people na nakaka-work.
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes with nagiging successful yung project kasi you have chemistry with
The synergy, the working
yeah,
synergy.
you have chemistry and synergy with the people you work with. Yeah. Kundo yun.
Yeah. So, I guess sa development side. So, pag nag-freelance kasi ako, web design and web development, nasa akin. So, working closely with the client kung ano gusto niya makita and starting off na, anong pegs mo, parang ganyan. And when it comes to like a full-time, since nga with PINO, I'm the developer, then I'm working with designers then, web designers. So, very parang mas less stressful siya sa side ko. Kasi, to be honest, I don't design that much talaga. Like, mas gusto ko talaga is yung development or yung technical side ng websites. So, working with the team made me na, lalo na with the recent publish ng PINO website, check it out. So, since nag-work ako with them, if ilagay ko siya in a freelance context, hindi ko gagawin kung paano ko ginawa yung PINO website. Kasi hindi ko kaya i-envision yung ganong klaseng website.
Right.
So, like yung web designers, they bring out the best in me in developing them. Kasi, pinoprove, parang nag-showcase sila ng features na never ko pang nagawa. Then, na-pull off ko siya. So, parang,
Ganda nun!
nagko-connect yung design and development. And pareho kami nag-grow. Kasi nag-grow siya with designing, nag-grow din ako with development. Then, sabihin natin if may more projects to come, alam ko na kung paano gagawin yung ganong feature na yun.
Okay, so with what you said about the chemistry and the synergy of the team and then building community and that. So, how do you guys feel about it now na parang your output is more on like it's not just your own idea. It's a pot of everyone's ideas now.
For me, I guess it also comes with the age-ish. Kasi like, I feel like when you're younger, it's always like, you have to try to prove yourself to someone or to somewhere.
Yeah.
Tama ba yung sinasabi? Yeah, I feel like I always had that thirst to prove what I can do. And now that I'm working with people that I can trust and that they know what I'm capable of,
Yeah.
it's more of like, I'm happy. Parang as a whole. Alam mo yun?
Happy si bakla!
Mas happy ako na parang, we all did that, diba?
Yeah.
Parang for me, it's more about learning that no man is an island.
There's a sense of parang achieving it with the help of
other
others.
people.
Yeah.
Instead of like, I
Just
did that all
taking
on
the
my own.
credit. Yeah. Yeah. I can relate
There's
to
a lot
that.
more fulfillment.
Yeah. Parang before I started before I work here sa PINO, parang ganun din yung feeling ko na I like the sense of, kasi before, wala pa naman kaming art director. So it's just me and Mara na nagsushoot. So, Mara is one of the partners. So, can you just imagine that? Dalawa lang kami ni Mara nagsushoot nun. Tapos ngayon, marami na tayo sa team. Like, may PM na tayo. Before, wala pa rin si Shine sa shoot. So, parang si Jam lang din yung nagsusource ng props and everything. And then, I came to a realization na, okay, we don't have a lot of budget per se sa projects. Pero it was a team effort ng lahat ng tao na nandun sa shoot. So parang maganda yung feeling after. Kahit na hindi siya, alam mo yun, hindi siya yung nakukuha mong pera before sa freelancing. Yeah.
Parang naging na rin kasi with full-time job, naging collaboration na talaga siya in a way.
Yeah.
Like kasi may respective teams tayo na you've worked in one project na naging collaborative work talaga siya. Hindi yung ikaw lang or hindi yung sila lang. Diba? Parang naging part ka ng team na talaga.
But also interject ko lang.
Yes,
Kasi
go.
ako kasi, especially with styling, ang mahirap kasi with that is that magkakaiba yung ka-work ko palagi, right? So, there are definitely people that you really don't want to work with, but you have to. So,
Like,
syempre,
even here, diba?
even here naman,
Yeah.
it's just that it's different kasi in a sense na
You have your friends to,
walang drama.
Yeah.
I guess. Walang
I mean-
necessary dramas. Walang unnecessary dramas.
Yeah. And I guess you have your other workmates to relate with you. Unlike when you're freelancing na ikaw lang
Yeah.
mag-isang
And also, like,
naiinis.
chika mo ba na, oh my God.
Oh, or
kasi
like, ikaw lang yung
it's hard to
nahahassle.
chika na, mahahassle ka kasi syempre, the industry is very small. So, you really can't, you really can't badmouth anyone.
Yeah.
You really have to be nice.
That's true.
To keep the, niceties and all.
Yeah. Keeping your cool.
Yeah, that's totoo yan.
That's true. But it also happens here naman. Pero parang,
Totoo naman yun. Kasi, like, with the, parang, also comes with, like, professionalism.
yeah.
Na you really have to separate work from the personal stuff.
That's nice. Okay. So, what were your realizations now na you're working with a team of people na you can't do before nung nag-freelance ka?
For me, I was able to learn how to set proper boundaries and say no to certain tasks na parang beyond my capabilities. Or like, kunyari
Sagad
hindi
na.
siya feasible within the timeline given. Right? Kasi when I was doing freelance, I was more focused on like pleasing clients. So, in turn, mahahassle ako, ganyan. Like, for me now, it's more about, before kasi when I was in freelance, it's more, parang, nafe-feel ko na parang medyo, okay, we're over-promising. But now that I'm in a corporate world, it's more about setting expectations and overachieving than overpromising. Tama ba? Overachieving. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Parang exceeding expectations
Yeah.
rather than overpromising. It's more like that for me now. Instead of like saying things na parang, oh my God, mas stress ako kasi, shit, sinabi ko itong mga stuff na to, kaya ko bang gawin to lahat? You know?
Continuing with what Mila said then about boundaries. So, I guess, hindi naman siya a good way. Good way siya in a way kasi naipit na yung work hours ko to 9 to 5 or 9 to 6. Hindi na parang sineset ko na, since full time na, sineset ko na lang talaga yung limit ko na 9 to 6. Done na ako. Parang, kasi with freelance, since yun nga, gamay, like hawak mo yung sarili
You
mo.
work 24/7.
Yun nga, then meron ko sariling time na parang you're just working in that 9 to 6, di ba? But kasi with freelancing, anytime pwede ka mag-work, anytime pwede ka i-message ng client, anytime pwede kang guluhin ng client, kahit madaling araw guguluhin ka ng client.
Yes.
So parang yun din yung naging realization ko with full-time na may boundaries din naman talaga sa working talaga in general.
What do you appreciate now na you're working in a full-time job compared to freelancing?
I would say na hindi naman talaga siya, not everything is black and white, right? Like, there's a gray area. There's a lot of things that I appreciate about being a freelancer, such as like having the luxury of my time or like getting to choose what projects I get to work on, right? I guess yun yung na-appreciate ko about it. Yung sa freelancing. Na parang, hawak ko pa rin yung oras ko. But also, when I started working my 9 to 5, na-appreciate ko rin yung working every day for 5 days ng 9 to 5.
Really?
Yeah, like having a routine.
Oh.
Kasi I felt like nung nag-freelance ako, yun nga, parang tingin ko wala akong growth. Siguro sa pagtanda na rin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yung sense of responsibility
Sense of
din talaga.
responsibilities and all. I was more carefree when I was a freelancer. But now I have to make a lot of mature choices. Not just sa work, but also like with my personal life.
Mm.
Nababalance ko siya kasi sabi nga ni Gabo earlier, we all try to keep our work like 9 to 5. Hindi na tayo maistorbo ng madaling araw.
Clients,
Wala nang
yeah.
client magre-request ng ganitong oras.
Totoo.
Right? Kasi tapos na yung work hours.
Yeah.
So, nababalance ko. Nag-work ako ng 9 to 5 and then the rest, itutulog ko, manonood ako movies, I'll go out for dinner. The weekends are mine. If I
Yeah.
didn't really have to work, right? So, sometimes squeeze ko pa rin yung mga freelance work kung kaya ng time ko. So, ayun. I guess that's what I really appreciate. And then, parang more on like, for me, I learned a lot of like, soft skills ang tawag sa communication,
Yeah.
yeah. Being able to communicate better with, not just with other people, but also like client-facing, doing presentations, na parang, hindi yun yung mga strength ko when I was doing freelance.
Ah, that's so nice. What about you, Gabo?
What I appreciate most about full-time talaga is medyo practical na isip ko na appreciation kasi the company takes care of you, like in a sense na yun nga with benefits, then parang binibigyan ka rin nila ng projects na would make you grow in your profession, parang ganyan. Then having your time nga na limited nga to 9 to 5 is a big factor din talaga for everyone na sila din nag-handle, well for me din, sila yung nag-handle ng clients, sila nakikipag-usap sa clients, sila nakikipag-communicate sa clients. So for me nawala yung sense of like pressure na ako yung kumakausap sa client, na kailangan ko silang na kung ano yung kailangan ng client directly na pupunta sa akin, na kailangan ako yung gumawa nun. Then with full time naman, parang nagkaka-process talaga. Like pumapasok pa siya sa team namin na napaprocess ng maayos yung project, like yung timeline din mahaba, and parang you'd know na yung output mo is magiging maganda or magiging proud ka doon kasi sobrang hinasa siya along the process. So with freelance kasi, I mean masama yan, pero minsan kasi meron kasi sinisingit na ibang hindi naman talaga kailangan or hindi
Mga
nila
pinagbabawal na technique.
Ayan, mga pinagbabawal na technique na ang nakakita lang is yung nag-develop or yung gumawa, di ba? So magugulat ka na lang pag pinublish, hindi nila napapansin. Di ba? Di ba sa code mo, all for me sa web development, makikita ka sa code na may mali, pero hindi naman nakikita yun ng client kasi may mali talaga.
So, with everything that has been said and done, would you guys ever consider going back to freelancing?
Ako, siguro pag nakahanap ako ng sugar daddy, I'd go back to freelance. No, okay, so, that's a fun
Asukal de papa.
No, cause like, sorry, sa mga viewers.
Wow, viewers!
Our listeners.
Girl, you can be yourself.
Kasi I feel I would reconsider going back to freelancing when I feel like I'm more financially stable-ish. I mean, syempre, when you're free, there's a lot of like advantages and disadvantages kasi on both sides. You know, like when you're a freelance, you earn a lot more than when you're working a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
Kasi you get to decide on your rate, you get to choose the projects you work on, and like you get to choose how much do you want to do it, like in a week,
Yeah.
right? Or how many projects you want to work on at the same time.
Yeah, and I think it's nice that in this company we have the free time, or like we have the means to accept rackets pa outside like our normal job.
Yeah. I guess sa akin, no. Parang
Forever na si Gabo dito.
parang yung stress kasi yung stress na you're handling the project by your own. Mas siya parang mas stressful siya talaga for me. Yeah, you earn a lot, but at what cost, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Yung utak mo, parang
Yeah.
gano'n. Yung
Yeah.
utak mo and yung stress mo, then what if, and iba-iba din kasi like iba-iba yung process per client talaga. Kasi nga, kung may tight deadline sila, kailangan mo talaga isiksik doon. If nag-freelance, freelance full-time ka. When it comes naman to like full-time, yun nga, may process talaga may default process ang mga companies dito. So I would say no to going back to full-time freelancing.
But you will still get rockets on the side.
Yeah, it's a rocket on the side.
Hit them up.
Yeah, but if like,
Basta not compete.
but if there are any like listeners who wants to go freelance from their 9 to 5, what would you tell them? Well, ako the interviewer.
No, you can ask that. Go.
I mean, personal preference. It all comes down to personal preference pa rin. Kasi if sabihin natin na yung freelance mo is you're getting enough project to get you by the month, or you're earning more for the month, yun, or you're not afraid to do the risk na this month mawawalan ako ng projects.
Yeah.
So it's more of personal preference talaga.
What about you, Mila?
Well, I wanna double down on what Gabo said. Kasi naman na parang,
Double down on it, girl.
yeah, I wanna double down on what Gabo said about freelancing na, okay, you work on bigger projects, you earn more. But at what cost nga, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like when I was doing freelance, I had more, what do you call this? Hindi
Money.
pa sila
Go lang.
I had more money.
Yeah.
I had more money when I was doing
More income.
freelance.
Yeah.
I had more income
Yeah.
when I was doing freelance work. But then, sabog-sabog ako in a way na
Yeah.
parang I
Your
have to
mental
think of
health.
like multiple stuff all at once kasi some projects are overlapping.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang it's more on my sanity
Yeah.
combined with my ADHD and my transitionism. Charing. So, ayun. Right now, I'm really happy with the balance that I have working my 9 to 5. And that's also to say kasi my company is very they're very supportive of me still doing freelance work even though I work with them 5 days a week. Pero sa mga gusto mag-freelance dyan, from their 9 to 5, go! The world is your oyster.
Yeah.
Go.
I think I just want to add on what you said about the age thing. Kasi I feel like children, or ako, as a pag fresh grad, parang you think of money as like, in a way, parang money hungry ka as a person. Kasi parang, oh my gosh, mahal tuition and everything. And then, you want to ROI what you studied na before. So, parang ngayon, sobrang, kailangan ko ng pera, kailangan kang ganito. And, at the same time, parang yun nga, with getting a lot of money, parang in return, sobrang sabog ka naman, sabog na yung utak mo, ganyan. You're handling a lot, like, more than what you can offer to the other people, and sobrang ubos ka na rin
Totoo.
with your friends, ganyan, with the family, shit like that.
Siguro yun nga, kasi mga gusto din mag-pursue ng freelancing, think about yourself first. Yung mental stability mo or yung mental health mo. Kasi it's hard na nag-freelance ka, then na-burnout ka ng maaga. Kasi pag na-burnout ka ng maaga, yung output mo magbabago din. And everything falls or parang nag-affect din talaga. Yeah. Stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
Yeah, it's just a matter of choosing your struggles.
Yeah.
In a way, choosing your priorities. Ako kasi na my priority is self-peace. Well, inner peace.
World peace.
Inner peace.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate what you said today. I feel like I get to know the both of you in a different light. Ganda. Yes. And with that, thank you so much for watching